Good afternoon, family. I pray you guys are all doing well. I am. We just finished a great shift at the office today, and I got to take care of a lot of babies today. It's always an honor, always a pleasure to take care of these babies. And when I'm adjusting these babies and I'm looking at them and I'm holding them, I can't help but just think how amazing the miracle of life is. Okay, 9 months ago, that baby was just cells inside the mother's womb, right? Two cells came together, created this baby, and now we have hundreds of millions of processes going on inside of this little child that nobody is really smart enough to understand the extent of everything that's going on that's helping that baby grow, from digestion to the fact that that baby's got a reflex that helps it eat, him or her eat. The baby goes to sleep and it grows and everything's happening perfectly inside of that baby. All these processes are happening to make that baby thrive and to make that baby grow. The thing is, we forget that the same processes that are helping that baby grow and helping that baby thrive are the exact same processes that maintain us in existence right now. It's your body's innate inborn intelligence, and that is ultimately where health comes from. The problem is we get so brainwashed along the way about where our health comes from. We all have a cupboard in the side of our bathrooms, and we call this a medicine cabinet, right? So that's how brainwashed we are. The fact that we have a cupboard in our house called a medicine cabinet, which leads us to think maybe that is where our health comes from. The problem is, even here in the United States of America, we spend more money on our health care, between healthcare, insurance, and we are nowhere close to the top-rated nation when it comes to health. So you would think if we spend the number one most amount of money, we've got the most advanced science, you would think that we would have the most advanced healthcare or the best health outcomes, and that's just nowhere close to true. And the reason is because we forgot what causes health in the first place. That innate inborn intelligence that the greatest doctor you're ever going to encounter is right up here, right up inside your brain. We know that optimal function, optimal health in your body comes from optimal function. And your brain, your spinal cord, houses that innate inborn intelligence to tell your body exactly what it needs to do. We already know there's hundreds of thousands of chemical processes, things going on inside your body right now that even the best doctors in the world fail to understand. And when we have something go wrong inside of our bodies, what we'll do is oftentimes we'll see a specialist, an endocrinologist, a cardiologist, all these doctors with these different titles, when in reality, your body works together. You've got 12 body systems that all work together. They interweb, they interconnect, and they all have to talk to each other. They all have to interconnect and interweb perfectly for you to be healthy, right? You look at something as simple as like diabetes, right? For diabetes type 2, you're going to go to an endocrinologist, right? Somebody who studies hormones, and they're going to look at your insulin levels. But really, diabetes is a problem, a pathology that encompasses not only your endocrine system, but your muscular system, your digestive system, so many other systems, your cardiovascular system, your respiratory system. All these systems are impacted some way or have an impact on diabetes, right? So, but we don't look at that. We only look at this one issue. We cut this issue out. We say this is an insulin sensitivity issue, so we're going to see an endocrinologist. When in reality, healthcare would tell us, hey, we need to get into a system that's going to encompass all these different things. In my opinion, that would be a good dietitian and a gym and a good chiropractor. That'd be the perfect health team to deal with the situation like this. But we need to remember that our body is smart. And if it's doing something or not doing something it should be doing, there's a reason. There's an adaptation that's going on or that's not happening that we need to get to the bottom of. That's why chiropractic, we see so many miracles every single day. We get to see so many awesome things because your body's central nervous system, your brain and your spinal cord, those spinal nerves, they control and coordinate every function in your body. Every single function in your body is controlled and coordinated through that nervous system. It happens no other way. Right? So when that nervous system's being interfered with, when there's pressure on a nerve, when there's irritation to a nerve, that's going to cause dysfunction out into your body, and your body's no longer regulating itself the way it's supposed to. I had a patient come in today, tell me about an issue that she's going to her medical doctor to see. And I had the conversation. I'm like, that's great. It's not bad to get an opinion to see what they're going to say about that. But you have to remember, a medical doctor, whether it be an orthopedist, whatever it is, they're licensed in practice to do drugs or surgery or lifestyle advice, but it's very rare that I have a patient come in and say their medical doctor gave them lifestyle advice, but they're licensed to give you drugs or surgery. Right? So what do you think their recommendation is going to be? It's going to be drugs or surgery. And even drugs, a lot of times drugs can set up an environment in our body short term that can help your body heal naturally, but then your body's got to recover from the physiological changes of that medication, right? So I'm not going to poo-poo all medication. Some of you, and I definitely am not saying to come off of your medications without having a talk with your medical doctor, but that should be all of our goals, is to get off as much medication as we can, because that is an interference in your body. That's an interference in your system. So we want to do our best to have as least amount of interference in our body as possible and allow our body's natural processes, our immune system, our nervous system, to regulate ourselves the way it's supposed to. I hope this helps. I hope this opens your eyes to some things you may not have thought about. Like I said, it's so hard when we live in this culture and we have billions of dollars of ad commercials talking about pharmaceuticals, medicines, our insurance companies, some of our biggest industries in the United States, insurance, pharmaceuticals. There's a reason that they spend so much money in ads trying to get us to think a certain way, right? Because it's profitable. There's profit, and really there should not be that many monopolies when it comes to your health. Right? Because we're getting faulty information. It's the same reason we went through the whole pandemic, and you hear very few people talking about diet, lifestyle changes, immune system things. You hear all about medications, vaccines, pharmaceuticals, but the things that actually make you healthy. And now it's been proven that the most dangerous populations were the population who had the lowest immune systems, obesity, who had pre-existing conditions. We should be talking about things that make the body healthy, not things that make the body sick. So it's my job, the best we can, to help you guys get those resources and help you guys clear the nervous system. We want to give your body what it needs to heal and adapt the way that God intended it to. Hope you guys all have a beautiful rest of your day. I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Bye-bye.